Loud. All right, everybody, welcome to the Learn and Earn with Molly and Team Onward. We are in 2024. Yay! Campaign 1, we are in right now. We were oh, Miss Inez's. Wait, I don't know why it's not just letting people in automatically. That's crazy. It's making me admit them. Um, so we have now what I am trying to do, there were some mishaps with the system, with the Avon system at the end of campaign 26, which means a couple of the orders that should have been on campaign 26 went on campaign 1. I don't know how. I do know they were bringing Canada online at the same time because they're coming on to the same system that we are on. So I think there were some glitches in the system. So to be fair, I got to make sure that those are not orders that were qualifying for the grand prize drawings of the Tiffany gift card and the peacock and all of those things. So we are going to give this we're going to do this, I guess, campaign 2. I think I can have it all done by then. If I just want to make sure that these 5 people, I know 2 of them did have orders, but right now they're showing on campaign 1, but according to when they got their emails, they should have gone on campaign 26. So we are gonna, I want to make sure that everybody is in for those. I know some of you have contacted me and told me you got your bags. Um, some people have not. Amy, I don't know if she can hear me or if she's away. Amy, did you ever get your second bag that you earned?
Nope.
Ah,
Still
what's
it says the same thing when I texted you. It still says the same thing that it's in transit in the same location since it's been there since the 3rd.
is that a train now? Is that someplace near you?
No, it says
That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
it's still in the facility of where it was shipped. Um
Hmm. I'm gonna look at something real quick on my end here because let me see what it's telling me. Because all of them were taken together.
Yeah, so
Everybody's
it finally updated this part that didn't say this when I talked to you. It says your package will arrive later than expected, but it is still on its way. It is currently in the transit to the next facility. So it's saying it has never made it to the facility since it's been shipped. It's
yeah,
just
it
saying that,
sounds it that's what it sounds like to
yeah.
me. And honest to God, sounds like somebody took it and put it to the side.
Hmm.
This has got to
Yeah,
be
that's what it's
you.
saying, that as of Wednesday, January 3rd, it was scanned in at the USPS facility at 10:48 p.m. and it hasn't left there.
Okay, let me look here. I just want to make sure of what I'm looking at here on my end. Because yours was the most expensive package that went out. My goodness. And if I'm not mistaken, that package is where your goodies and everything are too.
Yes.
Yup, that's what I thought. Let me see here. Tracking. Let me click here and make sure. In transit to next facility, arriving late. So crazy. I'm looking printed, shipping. Don't understand. Arrived it. Okay. And all those days, it's just sitting there. Well, just let me know, Amy, when it gets there. I haven't had anybody else tell me that they haven't, but you know that
Hmm.
there's always one, and of course that bag. Well, yippee yay there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So whatever facility this is, that's where it's still
They
at.
need to get that to you. It's got a frisbee in it. It's got goodies in it. It's got your ornament in it. It's got everything in it that you're supposed to
Okay.
have. So crazy. Rebecca, you had something. Your hand is raised.
Yeah, I didn't make PC by the numbers,
Uh-huh.
so, but I did qualify the year before. Are they, because I saw some people were saying that they got like emails saying that even though you didn't qualify, you're still PC. Is there anything that I need to do? I
Yeah,
mean, I
just
don't
got to
care.
make sure you're just part of that incentive that what's incentive. It actually is just a way for you because of all their screw ups with not getting products in their hands. it's a way for them to give you an opportunity to stay there, which means if you were President's Club last year, just got to make sure you put in an order every campaign for $50 or more. There is a grace period clause in there in case something happens that you can miss one or two or something. Your orders are always more than that. The only thing you have to remember with all of this is keep working towards 2025 to make sure that you're going to stay President's Club. That would be the only thing. A lot of people are like, oh, great, I only have to put in a $50 order. Well, not if you
Yeah.
want to be PC in
No.
2025, that's for sure.
So people really aren't getting letters saying, or emails that said you made PC or whatever, or I mean, I guess those people are getting them that made it, but some of us are just kind of like grandfathered in. We won't get that official letter that said you made it this year.
To be honest, I'm not sure. I have one person who got that because they were part of the mix-up.
Okay.
26, and that should have been their thing to make them PC without being part of this new thing that they have. That's just kind of known for you to say, you know what, I was PC, so if I want to keep it, this is what I've got to do.
Hey, regardless, I'm going to keep doing the same thing I've done, except for pushing a little bit harder. That's
Right.
it. Nothing changes. It
No,
doesn't
I
matter.
get you. Well, it doesn't, especially because you got to remember, you got to keep working towards 2025, because this will be gone if you don't make it the normal way by the end of 26 this year. Then you're not going to be PC.
I mean, I've never missed an order yet. So since I started in 2012, so
yeah, so just keep at it. That is
yeah, I just
definitely
got
the
to
best
keep at
way.
it. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. That's all I
Good to
had.
see you. Okay. Hello, Miss Inez. I see Miss Inez is here. Good to see her on here. Is she gonna talk to me? Miss Inez, you gonna talk to me? You gonna talk to me, Miss Inez? Don't make me beg. Don't make me beg. I know you're gonna make me beg.
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm trying.
I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. There she is. Hello, baby. How you doing? Good to see
I'm
you.
well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see your smiling face on here. Yes, indeed. So that's good. How's your 2024 going? All right.
Well, I work in accounting, so it's end of the year, month
Yeah.
end.
It's tough.
So it's tough. So
Tough.
Avon has been put to the side for December and January, but
Okay.
I'm hoping my customers just order online, but I have to concentrate on my job.
I got you. I got you, girl. You got to concentrate first on where the money is. I hear you. I hear
Amen.
you for
Amen.
sure. So, and we're hoping 2024 going to bring us into some more money, I hope, which means putting the product in the box. That's what I hope.
Yes. I have customers still waiting for the skin so soft spray, the pump.
Yeah, I know. Waiting for the spray. A lot of people waiting for it. I'm waiting for the new eye performance. I've got so many things they're waiting for, and just our Avon line.
Yeah.
I just did a big I moved the onward call to 5:30 instead of after this call. And just had a big honest conversation with everybody on there. I'm not sure the corporate will like it, but is what it is. Hey, Janae, good to see you, my friend.
I
Good to
try to
see
stay
you.
off Facebook because so many people are so negative about Avon. I can't
I know.
take
I
it.
know. You know what? This is what I got to say about that. The positivity sometimes is hard. Avon's bringing a lot on themselves right now.
Yeah.
But what I did address was just try to find something to have gratitude about, because where gratitude exists, fear and negativity cannot exist where gratitude is. That's what I heard that, and I thought, man, that's what I need. I need gratitude.
Repeat that. I have to write that down.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. When I want to look in 2023, I had many times that negativity, wanting to hit somebody, didn't care who, but wanted to hit somebody. But what I've learned is that when you are grateful, where gratitude exists, negativity and fear cannot exist. So I have had many opportunities where I have really felt fearful about where is our company going, because I don't think it's because they thought it was going anywhere, but the communication hasn't been there. And I'm so used to communication or getting answers for you guys, and nobody had answers. So I was like, what, what is going on here? And
Mhm.
so it was creating fear, but then I just have had to back up and say, Molly, if you have to think about Avon as a whole, what are you grateful for? And so when I start thinking about the things I am grateful for and what I do have because of this company,
Mhm.
I realized that my fear started to subside. And then the times I want to be angry, because I do believe they need to get their crap together, and not so much our AEs or anybody like that. I'm talking LG. LG needs to get their crap together. They need to either pay the manufacturers more money. They need to do something. They need to get our products out here for our customers. And it's created frustration, and it's created what's going on. And then bringing new products, and sometimes we're lucky enough to get a customer to like the new product, and then they take it away.
And they take it away.
And I'm like, stop that. What are you doing? Don't take it away. What's wrong with you? I mean, if you're not going to bring the old product back, at least let me keep this for a little while. So that can be very frustrating.
Right.
The worst part is like our customers, because people don't like change. It takes them a while to get used to something new.
Yeah.
And by the time they finally like get oh yeah, like I like this, and they make the change, the next time they need a refill, yeah, sorry, it's been discontinued because it didn't sell. It's like you got to give people time to fall in love with the product, because people don't like change.
Avon has always been the worst of that,
You
especially
pull too
with like
quickly.
fragrance. I've always believed that they pulled products too soon. They never really gave it a chance. Um, and that has been through the whole history, almost 20 years of being in Avon now. I've been like, okay, I was just getting the hang of this skincare, and now you're saying it didn't. So yes, I did see the new announcement about Sun Moon. You all know that I have not been a big fan of I've not been a big fan of the moon chick who was head over us, who got rid of Steve Bosson. So that was reason number one I didn't like her. But they have just bought on. Sun Moon has been appointed as the new head of Avon North America, effective immediately. Sun brings a wealth of experience and proven track record of success to this role. Having joined LG, one second, let me let her in. Having joined LG H&H in 2005, she has held various leadership positions, including director and chief marketing officer, and has overseen global initiatives leading to the successful acquisitions of the Avon company. So she was part of bringing us on to their line, which is great. In her new capacity, she will focus on developing strategies that capitalize on Avon's strength and foster synergies to enhance our competition, blah, blah, blah. Her extensive experience and leadership will be pivotal in driving the growth and success of Avon North America. She's going to be, what I'm getting down to is she's supposed to be at our kickoff, our virtual kickoff. So I'm interested in what she has to say, and I'm hoping that unlike the old moon, she doesn't just talk about herself. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. I want to know what she's going to do. I want to know how she's going to move our products into boxes. 2024 is going to be a pivotal year for me in the company. I need them to show us something. I feel like we have all shown them that we can hang in there through the worst of storms. But I am ready for them to say, I want to reward you for what you've done and the way that you have hung with the company. Here are your Avon products in the box. That's what I want. I want my team and my tribe to be able to make money again. And there is no money to be made if you cannot get the products.
Amen.
And I know that they say that we have like a 90 something or almost a 90% fill rate, but do realize that the 10% they're not filling are the most popular items within Avon, like the deodorants and some of the fragrances and some of the new skincare. So bring those products back so that my customers will be happy and so that my reps will make money again. That's what I want. I want to make money again. I don't want to hear you guys have to go to other representatives to buy a product in order to make a company, make a customer happy. I hate that. You're willing to do it, and I appreciate that so much that you do it, but it's not putting money in your pocket by the time that you're paying shipping, and it isn't giving you award sales for doing that. And yes, you're making your customers happy, but you should be able to make money and make your customers happy. That's why you're in this. You're in this to do that. And so I'm hoping that 2024 is going to be a year of the gratitude that I'm so glad we stayed. Andrew?
So I've actually had quite a bit of success using one of your suggestions with the shortages. Is I've been proposing, you know, while this item's out of stock, I'd like to recommend this product just to tide you over. And I have you on the wait list. So when this product's in, would you like me to order it for you so that way I have it once it's in? And I
A good idea.
pretty much get yeses all around. Even if they're not ready for it, I have it on hand for them when they're ready for it. So that way, if it does sell out, at least I have it. Or I can sell it to another customer if they change their mind later.
Yeah, that's a really, really good, Andrew. And I've been doing that.
It's helped me a lot.
My frustration has been that, like with the new multi-performance eye system that we have, I have 16 customers right now who are waiting, and most of them wanted 2 of them. It's how they order them. And then they turned around when they saw the online, they saw the bundle that had it in it, and they thought, well, we'll just buy the other stuff too, and we'll buy the bundle. And then the bundle wasn't available because that's not available, right? And I gave them like our dual eye lift, gave them because that's what I use. I love it. And do you know that 13 people returned it?
Oh, wow.
I gave them my price just to get them to take it, hoping that they would love it.
I may have to try that
And the
product
deal
myself
is,
and
I'm
in stock.
thinking, I don't understand this, but yet I do. I do. As good as that system is, people love what they love. I gave the example today in the group that when I was 18 years old and I was waitressing in a well-known restaurant that people came and revisited all the time, that I believe that the reason I love Avon so much is because customer service is involved. And when somebody came into the restaurant and they requested my table and they sat down, because we were such a well-known restaurant, everybody knew the menu, so they knew what they wanted when they came in. And rarely was there something that was not available unless you came in at the end of the night. And to have somebody come in and say, I want the country fried steak. And then they can, you go, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have that. And all they were thinking about is all day is going to the restaurant and getting country fried steak. And I say, I'm so sorry, we're out of that, but we have the country fried chicken, or, maybe you'd like a ribeye, or we have, and even though they did get something else, you do realize that their experience was not nearly the experience they would have had I been able to put their request in their tummy. It just comes down to that. And when I feel like I cannot put a product in the box that they want in their bag that they want, oh, it's a win. Like Andrew said, when you can get somebody who says, okay, I will try this. Hopefully this will work for now. That has worked with me with some foundations, things I've had to move to because the magic wasn't available, whatever. And I have been able to fit those in, say, just hold off, use this, make it last, whatever. But in reality, you just know what you want and you know what you love. And my job, because I'm their person, is to provide that experience 100%. And look, we're not strangers. to products not being available. My whole 20 years, there's always been 2, 3, 4 things that may not be available for a couple of campaigns, but let's be real. In my 20 years, I have never experienced what we're experiencing right now with product availability. And it is a really weird scenario. We had the problem with the old manufacturers, and then of course they bought on 2 or 3 new manufacturers, right? But yet they have to start over, and we have so many products that getting them all out. And then you have the threat and the fear. Remember fear, the fear that when that Skin So Soft finally hit, what happened? Everybody, including myself, was going in and buying 10 at a time because I didn't want them to be out of it again. I wanted to be prepared. And I know I'm not alone in this. I see everybody shaking their head like,
Yep.
yeah, guilty, I'm the one.
I sure did.
And the worst part is, now that I have it, now I'm stocked up on it.
Yeah.
It's collecting dust. No one wants it.
Well, Andrew, did you find
I have
that some of your people responded how you did? Do you know that the man who came by here to get Skin So Soft, when he found out they were the last 4 bottles I had, he bought all 4 bottles because he had been trying to get it since August. Oh, I've never had anybody buy all 4 bottles from me.
My events this year, like, because in 2022, like, I sold out of Skin So Soft like halfway through my event, and I had to get it from another representative to finish the event. This year I made sure I was stocked up on it, and I barely sold any because the price went up and people don't want to pay the price for it.
They will eventually get used to that price. I do get that it went
People
up, but
adjust.
it was sticker shock for a lot of people, including us. So I understand that. I just, look, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to blow smoke where it's not needed. COVID was hard enough, but they bought us so much that people could use during COVID, which was unusual. The rice, the ramen, the masks, all of these things, they kept our business going because of what LG could bring to us. And again, when I look for gratitude,
it's good timing.
I can look back at that time and I can go, I'm so eternally grateful that we were able to do that, right? But what we've been through in the last 18 to 24 months with the lack of products because they couldn't tell us about the lawsuit and there was a gag order and all of this. And then we find out it's not just overseas shipping. It's not just this. It's this because the manufacturers are being a prick, for lack of a better word. It's just what it is. And they weren't making our stuff, and they were trying to bring in, and it was just I'm like, how does all this happen at one time? I don't understand. And then they find new manufacturers. And because I knew very little about that, I had no clue what it was going to take for them to get new manufacturers and know that they had to start from ground zero producing our stuff, which is why so many products right now are not made. And like I said, they're all proud of themselves. They bring us 10,000 units of Skin So Soft. I'm sorry, when every representative who's really a seller, buys 10 of them, that don't last very long, does it? They finally bought back. Here's a perfect example. I put in a final 26 order last Tuesday night. Put my order in. Okay, great. And I tell you the truth, that exactly 6 minutes after I put my order in, the liquid deodorant came in that I have 8 people waiting for. I had already paid my $14 shipping. They send this 6 minutes in, and I said, "You're shit." That's what I said. But in my mind, you know what I was thinking? This is going to be like Skin So Soft. If I don't go ahead and pay $8 to get this in, I'm not going to get this. I don't know how many bottles. So here I was opening up a second box from Avon with additional shipping for these. And am I glad I got them? Sure I am. But we have learned as representatives to run with fear because we are scared to death when the product does come available that we are not going to get it. And we need that to go away. And you know what's sad? We ain't got no control over that, y'all. All we've got to do is hope that the promises that it is going to get better in 2024 is going to happen. And yes, we still do what Andrew talked about a few minutes ago, finding something similar using the list. I'm very confused about discontinued and what's not available, because I feel like 1 minute they're saying something's not ever going to be available again, and the next minute it's saying campaign 20 of 2024, which it might as well not be available again.
More communication bothers me the most.
Yes.
Just
we
communicate well.
do not have a Steve Bosson running us right now. We do not. There's just no other way to put it. We could get answers because he got answers from the people directly. And even when I didn't like the answers, we got the answers.
That's what I was gonna say, is I think that the way that they're dropping the ball more so now is the lack of communication and
Amen.
having completely
Amen.
left in the dark. You could send an update through our site all day
Yep.
long to let us know what's going to be discontinued.
Yep.
But the bigger question is, what next? Like, what is happening? What is to be expected? And then all of a sudden you get an email of, hey, by the way, this is happening. No, we need to know the actual progress along the way so we know how to best prepare for it, but also how to prepare our customers.
And it
We're
needs
always
to
going
be
to figure out
important
ways
enough
to
to
be
'em.
optimistic. We're always going to find ways to innovate new strategies. However,
Yes.
that
Yes.
partnership with corporate is what helps us continue to hold strong on what's
Yep.
coming. These whole like blind surprises, it's not working anymore. People
And
want that.
we're all reps working in fear. We're
Yes,
paying
and it's
more in
just like,
shipping than we should be paying. We are
yes,
gathering up more product. Since when are we are a company of reps, in all honesty? Unless you have, I mean, I have a lot of customers, and I know what I need to keep in hand, because I know the ones who are going to wait till they use the last little bit and then call me and want a new one. I get that.
yep.
But since when are we a company who runs in fear that if we don't have 4 of everything, when it does come available, we are going to be in trouble for our customers? See, I don't like that. We need to get away from that. And I'm hoping we will. I'm hoping that's what 2024 is going to bring us. It's going to bring us more communication, maybe with this new sun moon, I hope. I don't know why Liza isn't communicating with us like Steve I don't know. I can't keep comparing everybody to Steve. Steve was a 27-year veteran in every department of Avon, and he knew it all frontwards and forwards, and he definitely earned his position in Avon. And he also loved the representative with all his heart and knew that we were true partners. And if he wanted things to run smoothly on his end, that meant being thoroughly honest with us, even if we didn't like the answer on our end. Because you can tell me a product's not coming till campaign 18, but you make it gospel and you get it to me in 18. Don't throw it 5 more campaigns. Don't not tell me, or don't tell me, I don't know. I'm so tired of calling customer service and hearing, I don't know. I
Or
don't know.
another
I
thing
don't know
too
what's
that
going on.
another thing that I've noticed too that I wish that they would improve as well is saying something is available and then you get ready to add it to cart and get I'm sorry, this isn't available. Like, don't show it or say it's sold out. Something like it's not consistent. We see often where it's just like, add this to the wait list, but it's not consistent. There are so many times where I have tried to order things for my customers that are commonly available on the site and it not showing that it's not available until I get ready to add it to cart. And then all of a sudden it's not available.
Let me give you a perfect example on the what's new too. On the out for now, see what's in. It says that the Senses Cozy Vanilla and Coconut Hand Soap is out, but to get the Skin So Soft Bar Soap, right? Turn the page right here.
Same thing.
And when you put this bundle in, guess what comes up that it's available? The bundle with the soap in it. I'm like, then break the dang bundles apart and give me my hand soap. That's what I need you to do. Thank you very much.
And that's what I'm wondering, if they're just trying to focus mostly on bulk buys. And it's like at different points, yes, the bundles are convenient. And I know that from experience, but I'm starting to see a downtick in customers asking for bundles as much and more so looking for deals or looking for their favorite things. Because one of the things that I've learned about us as humans, we are very much creatures of habit.
Yeah.
even though we want to look for innovation, we want to find the next best thing that's going to work and stay in with the trends and times, we still like what we like too at the end of the
Agreed.
day. And if we
I'm
don't
with
have
you.
access to the things that we like, fight or flight kicks off and we're like, oh
Yeah.
crap, what are we going to do? But what if I
Yeah.
can't get it here? What if I can't get it here?
Yeah.
It's not helpful. So it's like a matter
The
of,
bundles are definitely not, and especially because it's, I don't know if they realize it, but it's creating more frustration because you're like, oh, so in order for me to get 3 hand soaps, I've got to buy 3 of these bundles to get 3 hand soaps in the
yeah,
hands of my people. I don't want to spend that money. I don't. I just want to get them what they want. But again, the communication is what's off here
yeah.
because I've said to my AE, I don't understand. Why can't I get this separately? But you're going to tell me I can spend 20 more dollars on a bundle and I can, so if I spend $60 on these bundles, I can get 3 of these, but now I've got to worry about how to get rid of these. Why in the world would they do that? I'd rather you just not put the bundle in there then.
Yeah.
Rebecca, what do you have?
Why don't they, like it used to be, if it was in our cart, it stayed in our cart, you claimed it. Now I understand if somebody puts in 100, they shouldn't do that. But if they're going to come out with these, why can't they stay in our cart and at least give us a limited number? I don't
Yeah.
get that. I mean, it used to work that way. If it was
Yep,
in your
before the
cart,
new system, it did, Rebecca. And
Yeah.
you know Canada's biggest complaint right now? Guess what Canada's old system used to do?
what?
It used to hold it in the cart like ours.
Yeah, and
So guess
see,
what they just lost? They lost the
in the cart.
ability. They lost the ability to hold those. So now what's happening is these Canadian reps, sisters, just like us, they're so used to putting their stuff in the cart. And then what happens is they are not able, they go back and it says, oh, I'm sorry, you've got to take this out of your cart. We don't have it. Put it on the wait list. They are losing their minds in the Canadian world
I mean, I
because,
get it because people did abuse that. Some people put stuff in there. Oh, I've got it in there. And
yep,
then, then the outlet comes out, and guess what? There's 500 of which you couldn't get before then
yep.
because people abuse the system. But there's got to be a balance somewhere. There has to be a
I
balance.
agree. And I don't know if they can bring that back or not. And I'm going to tell you that I know it's been taken to them, but we're hearing crickets, girl. I don't even, and I don't see, I don't know what to do with crickets. Cause like I said, I'm used to not liking what I hear, but when you're not hearing anything, that is much scarier than not liking what I hear and having to deliver it to you.
See, that's why when
I'm
we
hoping
talked a
that's
while
going to
back,
change.
that's why when we talked a while back, being completely transparent, and I know that we're recording, it honestly like set in that factor of like what's happening with Avon. Because if
Yep.
y'all are doing all this and you're being quiet, why?
Yeah.
Like what's
Yeah.
in the works? What's happening with the
Right.
company? Like it just, I don't know. And I'm
Well,
not trying to,
I will
obviously, I'm not
tell
trying to
you,
instill fear with anybody,
I,
and anybody who will watch the recording, that is not my intention at all. But it just,
I'm not worried about it. You're not by yourself though, Janae. And it's like I
silence is
told you, I'm
loud.
never not going to be honest with you guys. It's always going to be an honesty thing. You cannot trust me if I cannot be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, we all
And that's why I
know.
did what I just did in Onward. And I put everything out there and said, everybody wants to private message me and saying, you know, what are your posts cryptic? Are you going somewhere? Are you leaving? What's going on? And I'm like, I could honestly tell you, I don't know because I'm feeling not very loved right now is what I'm feeling. And but there's, you know how there's always something that just holds you and you don't know what it is. It's like, but I have been very transparent and said 2024, they have that to get their stuff together with me. They really do because you know, I'm back to, like I said, I've got a couple of jobs now. I was there when I started Avon. You know, I bought into this opportunity and I was there. I was there. I mean, sometimes when I see my memories come up, sometimes it makes me sad instead of happy of what it was because we've had a lot of bad decisions and I'm hoping 2024 is going to pave a way to better communication. Now that the old moon is gone and the new moon is in here, maybe, just maybe, she realizes that if you want this to work, then you better start treating the representatives as partners and letting them know we are grown adults. We can take bad news. We can take stuff that we don't like, but you need to tell us. We need to be able to get the products in our hands. And I have sold products to so many people on my team that it completely makes me sad to know that they're not getting the award sales, but they are definitely servicing their customers.
Yeah.
But I don't see this. I see what people buy from me or buy from, I see them in the In Search Of groups, and I'm watching these. They're doing great, but their sales aren't showing it because they're not getting credit for those sales.
Mhm.
And that makes me very sad because by the time they get it, by the time they pay shipping, you are making the customer happy, but you are not making a dime. And that is not putting bread or diapers or anything on the table like it's supposed to be. So let's hope that I am I want to say excited, but I'm very curious. Maybe the word is curious. I'm very curious to see what's coming at the kickoff and to see what they're giving us. I want them to offer more to new representatives, but if it has to do with sales, then I need them first to put the product in the box because my new representatives cannot meet the sales if you don't put the product in the box. That's not fair. It's not fair to say you can earn this incentive and then you do the work and then you can't get the product in the box. So we're hoping that is going to be worked on. We are hoping that that is going to get better in 2024. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we do need it to be better for sure. Let me ask, honest opinions. What are you thinking about the new brochures?
I want to see what happens after campaign 1. There's things I like and things I don't like.
Yeah. Okay. What do you like and what don't you like, Andrew?
To be honest, I kind of like having a smaller brochure because it's not overwhelming to the customer. We can to be able to focus. I think it'll help with sales in that way. I think certain sections are a little cluttered. Other sections I think are organized well. I think it depends on the section in the book.
I'm with you 100%. I think we're kind of on the same thing. Amy, what are you thinking?
It's almost, it makes me think of other companies' catalogs where you're
Mary
just
Kay?
getting one
Uh-huh.
for several weeks, for
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Because it is essentially right now, they're the same thing. There's
Yeah.
no new products. There's not, you're just repeat. And unless if you're out of books,
This
you don't need
bothers
to buy
me.
it.
We have no explanation. This bothers me. If I'm going
Yeah.
after a new
They
customer
have to
and I
go
want to know what they
online
do, they
to
got no
know about
clue what
it.
it's supposed to do. It's
Yeah.
not broke out in sections.
Mm-mm.
It's broke out as product guide.
Mhm.
Now, I will tell you, they've heard that. They've heard it. People, but we know we're going to have to deal with this at least through the first quarter because we know these books are made up in advance. So we don't have a choice where that's concerned. But I get
I
that
was
they
just
want,
hoping it was a
Andrew, I am
temporary
for
thing.
you. Having a 230 page book and it's only for 2 weeks, that is overwhelming. I am going to tell you that I bet most of my customers don't even get through the whole book. By the time they're marking what they don't get through the whole book, I bet you. But there is a way to do it so that we still have the excitement of the Sears Wish book, but we also look, it's like the bubble bath. I don't care if they did that with the bubble bath. Put all those things on the page, all the different things, all the
You
different
know what bubble
Yeah.
bath is
you know what
for.
bubble bath is, exactly.
Yeah.
It depends on the product and what's on special, like what's new and exciting, and what's maybe being promoted on special. Those things promote, but anything that you've seen this before, there's nothing special or that you need to know about it. Like there's, I think that makes sense.
I mean, what do we have to? They have to look up everything online. How do we know what scents are in this? What are the keynotes? Is it musk? Is it floral? Is it, what are these? And honestly, I think that whoever thought about this, obviously they didn't talk to a representative, that's for sure.
I don't know
But
sales.
I guess they weren't really
They're
thinking
thinking
about the
more of
fact.
pushing online and doing
Yeah.
away with the book.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I'm looking at so many things here that I'm like, again, I have no problem with some pages being this way. Bubble baths, things like that, we're all good. But this is this is not worth the reduction in price to me, because when people are at, look, I don't even know sometimes without looking at the brochure. Look, I've been a rep for almost 20 years, and I'm looking at the fragrances going, okay, which one? Thank God for my little round thing they gave us at convention or whatever, that I can go, okay, which one's floral, which one's musky, which one's what. So if you haven't reached out to Avon by email or whatever and letting them know that you are not happy with that, they know, but it never hurts to send another email and say, man, we really would like to have something in between, because I don't, this just isn't going to work for my customers. I don't feel any excitement whatsoever once you get past that front page, like, or the back page maybe. And like, there's some, like, I love this. Again, this is what I miss. I miss, tell me what this serum is supposed to do for me. That's what I miss. I want to know what is going on. The new day cream, the platinum. What is the visibility? What are they supposed to see? The age delay serum. Well, what's in that? Whether it's the niacinamide, no matter what that is, what is it? What is in there? Because in this day and age, people are looking for products that have certain things in them. And if it's not telling them, I know they think everybody's just going to get online and they're going to look. They're not. They're not. That's not that's not who our customers are. An Avon book tells them exactly what they need to know about any product, including what kind of material is that shirt made out of, and things of that sort. So just wondering if everybody was on the same page. So that was kind of good to hear. What are you thinking of the short pages of the What's News? I mean, have you noticed that besides bundles, we really got nothing?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Now, I'm gonna admit there's one thing that I do like that they've made in the What's New
What's that?
with the bundles. On some of them, you're now getting full award, the
I
full
did see
award.
that. I did
So
see that.
that's good, because in the
Yeah.
past you would, but it makes it hard for newer reps unless if you're talking to them or their upline is talking to them. New
Yes.
reps are not going to know, or someone that's already at 40%, they don't understand that you're losing out
That's
on
exactly
your
right.
award sales, or as some of them are even broke down, like if you buy the bundle for this price in the book minus your thing, you're actually paying less.
Yep.
I
I
had that. My
agree.
mom, in fact, this is what happened. My mom messaged me. She said, can you get that glimmer stick eyeliner thing for that $22 deal? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, someone that my aunt is friends with sells Avon and was offering that deal to
Okay,
someone.
gotcha.
And I was like, well, yes, but I can actually get them cheaper just by outright buying them minus my. I was like, well, what do you need? I mean, I keep them in
Right,
stock
right,
anyways. But when I
right.
did the math, I was like, oh, well, maybe because they were like, oh, it's only, and I was like, well, after you do they were currently on sale for $2.99
Right.
minus your discount. They made them really cheap, and they were cheaper than doing the bundle deal, but they were buying the bundle deal thinking that
I
it was a
get
better
you.
deal, and it
Yep.
wasn't.
Yep.
And
You're
if
you're
they didn't, and
100%
this
right.
person, I know her, and she's been a rep for years. So, I mean, it made for her, she might not be up there. I mean, I thought she was at isn't the premier 30,000? I mean, 30%?
Premier
Because
is
we're
30.
40, PC and above is 40,
Yeah,
and it's
they're
that's what I
30.
thought.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and again, I think sometimes they just grab these bundles and they want to sell them, but it's not always profitable, not for the customer sometimes, and definitely not always for the representative, for
yeah, and
sure.
like I heard you say earlier that what happened to me, I was needing some products, but I couldn't order them individually, but it was available in a bundle. So I had to
Yes.
buy a bundle.
Yes.
Thankfully for me, I make, the gift sets or something like
Yep.
that. But it's not right to have to buy
It's very
product that you didn't
distressing.
need.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
know that you just want 2 of the hand soaps or 3 of the hand
Yeah.
soaps.
Well, the
But in
product that
order
I
to
was
get
needing,
that,
it wasn't even giving me the option to even look it up and
right?
buy it on its own. I had
Right.
to get it in the bundle.
Yep, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. But yeah,
so
and that's frustrating because I'm like, if you can put it in the
Yeah.
bundle, why can't you pull it out separately? And if anything, you know, what if you're telling me that something is out for now, you're telling me it's out for now, it's available in a bundle, it's not out for now.
yeah.
So again, I think what happens is representatives are feeling very misled. I think what's happening is that they're thinking in a whole different thing. But let me tell you, good corporate and good LG, if you don't think like a representative, you're missing the boat because you're on a whole nother ship if you're not talking to representatives. If you don't understand how they're the ones who've been doing this business for almost 138 years. Come on.
Hopefully the communication gets better because I mean,
I
it's
hope
like
so.
out of a sudden, all of a sudden, out of the blue, the electronics are gone.
I know, and everybody's like, what? And then
Right
they
when I
have
had
the
a single
75%
wanted
Well, I
one.
was like,
now.
well, I got that $100 credit. I was like, well, you know what? I might just go ahead and buy me some new earbuds. Nope, wrong. You can't do that. And I
Not
bet you
there.
that's
And
why.
why did I just lose my earbuds? I'm so pissed. I was like, dang it, I was gonna get more this campaign.
And it's not
And I
like,
can't
oh,
get rid
all
of
of
the
a
darn
sudden it was
things.
all just sold out. It's like it
I'll
was
buy them from
gone.
you, Andrew.
It's just
It
gone.
was
Yeah.
gone.
Mhm.
And again, here I am.
The flash sale
Everybody's
stuff
texting
too.
me, and I'm like, I don't know. Let me check with my AEs. And my AEs are like, no. And I go to the executive group, and I'm asking in there, and they're like, oh, they've been pulled from this, but there are some ones that are coming. And I'm like, this. Well, how do
That's
you
what I was.
just pull something and you don't tell us it's going to be
Well,
pulled?
that's like the flash sale stuff. You're sitting here saying that we can't get lip balms until September, but yet you're going to go and put all the dew kisses in a flash sale for the second time, saying that we
Yeah.
didn't have them. Why can't we just keep them in stock? Because you're not replacing them until September.
Yep.
So that I mean, it made no sense. I
Well,
understand if you're
their
replacing them,
their
but
explanation for that is
they need
again,
empty
we see
hose.
how they've changed the manufacture. Well, the last time they did these, they changed them. They're
Yeah.
having to change them again. But like you said, just make them available in the meantime so people can get them. I just had a rep who emailed me frantically saying that her person wants 20 or 30 Ducas, and she said she can't get them anywhere. She'll probably buy as many as I can get. Now I have them because when they were having all that stuff, all the signups and
Yeah, I had
everything.
them in my cart to order, and I didn't place my order in time, and I lost them.
Yeah. So I
Like,
mean, like I'm
it.
sending her
Yeah.
50 Ducas. That's fine. But the point is, my
She's
girl is
not getting
not
sales for it.
getting award sales for those 50. She's going to make her customer happy. But when you look at her business, she looks like she's not working
Not
her
doing
business,
anything.
but yet she's working her business harder than anybody else out there trying to make the sale. So I need you, anybody who's watching this, even if you're watching on replay, I see you. I hear you. I know. I know it's frustrating and you are not in that boat alone. We need it to get better and we need communication to tell us how it's going to get better. We need better decisions to be made. And hopefully with the new Miss Sun Moon, maybe this will happen since we've got the other lady out there who I have no clue what happened with her. I do know that with what they acquired, LGH&H, you know that we are 50% of LGH&H. So when you don't give the attention to the business who's 50%, suddenly LGH&H, they're taking a loss. Why? Because we just haven't, I don't feel like we were on the front burner. That's the truth. I don't feel like we were on the front burner with the right people. I'm hoping that's going to change and I'm hoping that's what we're going to hear. So I'm going to tell you what I told everybody in Onward. I'm not going to tell you to stay, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not, and look, I'm not going to lie to you either. I'm not telling you I'm never going anywhere. I'm not going to tell you that because the reality is I'm 60 years old. I can't keep going back to 2 and 3 jobs when things go haywire in Avon. I just need communication. I get communicated more by my neighbors than I do by the company that I give everything to right now. So we need some communication. but something still will not let me say, Molly, it's time, cut your losses. I don't know. It's not because of the new person. I don't know her. I can't tell you I know her, so I don't know what she stands for, what she brings. It's not because of anybody. It's just my gut or God or something that just says, but I do think that 2024 is going to be our make it or break it year. Our company and our team are going to see some changes that are going to be for the better. And they are going to help us find the fun and the money and the excitement and the communication that we need, or we're not. And I think a lot of people feel like me, they just need to know what's going on. And I'm hoping that we're going to learn that. And just give me my products. That's all. Give me my products and I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I just want my team to get their rewards, not by buying from other people, not by looking. I don't want that. I don't want them to have to turn people on to other products. I want them to be able to give people what they order. That's the number one thing. So, hang in there. Let's see what this brings. We are in January, and right now I will tell you, campaign 1 is looking a whole lot better than campaign 26 did. Like I said, some of you rocked it completely. I don't know what that looked like. So, I mean, Andrew said he had a fundraiser. I know Sharon did really, really well. She was our top seller for campaign 26. There are, but everybody else besides just a few of you were down, and you were not down. You were not down by just 100 or whatever. Some of you were down by hundreds of dollars. And I heard it. Molly, they didn't have it. Molly, they didn't do it. I
I
get it.
did make PC though, even though my numbers.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
But I'm kind of yeah, sorry. It's not gonna be pushed that much because I gotta graduate.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And
That's
it's,
what I'm doing right
and
now. I am listening to you and reading about astronomy at the same time.
I hear you. But you know what, Amy? Do you remember the days when your life was that busy, but still business was easier and it was more fun? It was easier and it was more fun. And we could have a million things going on, but we still didn't want to miss what was going on with Avon. And we were always right there for it. And if we couldn't be on live, we were on replays. And it didn't bother us if it was one thing that wasn't available. There was always something going on that we were excited about. And now you're finding yourself having to say, I have to concentrate on this because I have to graduate, because I get it. What was coming in so much easier for you is now not happening with the company that it was happening with. So I'm going to tell all of you, do what you have to do. I hope you'll stick it out with me. I hope you do. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I told Onward. If that changes for me at any time, you all will be the first to know. You will. But I can tell you right now that I'm just trying to find the gratitude and the fact that the thing that keeps me where I am, here's the truth. I'm not going to tell you it's the money, because it's not anymore. It's you. What keeps me where I am is my team, who is my family, who is my tribe, all the representatives who are all in this together. And I think that we link arms together and we keep doing what we're doing. And we keep trying to find solutions, and we hope and we pray that when kickoff happens, they bring us a better form of anything we experienced in 23 and 22. That's what I would say. That's what I'm looking for, and I hope we see it. But we're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going. We're going to make the best we can of it. I'm not looking down at you. I'm not judging you, because believe me, sometimes I feel like I don't give you guys everything that I should be. I thank God, and she's on here, and I know she probably is in a place where she can't talk, but if you knew how many times that Sharon has texted me and I have been outdoor dashing or out doing this or that, and to make sure that I have not missed something that I normally send out to you guys. And it's there. I just haven't been able to take a break. And for her, I thank God for her every day saying, "Hey, Molly, did you see this? Wanted to make sure you did so that I could send those things to you guys to use." And many of you do the same thing. She just seems to really kept me on track in the last 6 months of trying to be your leader and feeling like I haven't always been the best leader for you. But I'm always going to lead with honesty. You have to know that. You may not like everything that you've heard here or that you're going to hear, or if you're watching the replay, but I'm always going to lead with honesty, but I'm always going to try to find the positive in it. And I'm always going to try to find the gratitude in it. I don't know any other way to live my life. And again, I will tell you this, stuff with Avon could end today. I will never have a horrible thing to say about this company ever. This company has bought me so much into my life. It bought all of you to my life. It has helped me grow as a person, and through all these problems and trials, sometimes I want to go, I'm sick of growing up. I'm sick of learning how to deal with problems. I'm sick of trying to figure out how to give them a good answer. I am so tired. But yet through it all, my gosh, what it has given me in the last 20 years of my life. I will always be eternally grateful. I have watched so many people leave this company and trash it. I need you to know that will never be me, no matter what happens, because who I am today, you guys, because you came into my life at a time that you did. And watching people like Andrew, who wasn't even on my team when he started Avon initially, watching him grow and watching him do events and watching him figure out answers on his own, and watching all of you guys go through COVID and lose things you used to do and come back and get pissed off and yet still come back. I see Tina on here tonight. I haven't seen Tina in so long. And Tina had so many frustrations at a point in the business, and I get it. And she absolutely righteously was validated with everything that she's encountered. I need you to know I hear you, and I've probably experienced what you're upset about probably 80 times more than you guys. But that's why I chose to try to lead you, to try to be the example. But what I figured out is honesty is always the best policy. Doesn't mean I have to be negative. It doesn't mean that I have to slam anything or anybody. But I'm the girl who's going to call a spade a spade. And it's time for our company to step up. And that is what I'm looking for. And 2024 is here. Let's see where it leads us together. What's one more year, y'all? Come on. What's one more year? Maybe they gonna surprise us. That's a good thing. Maybe they gonna surprise us. Um,
My
oh,
100th
Amber, we
anniversary.
need to get together. Hold on one second, Amber says that she is new. And well, let me tell you something, Amber. It's okay. You're gonna learn. You got a newborn baby. Congratulations, dear. Um, Amber, I sent out an email today. I don't know if you got it, but has some very short YouTubes that I have put together through the last year and a half. I would tell you start there. They're all labeled for what they are. If you can't be on these live, I always send them out as a replay. Who you see here, and we have others too who show up, but there is a lot of knowledge here, a lot of people who share. We've been through some tough times in the company here in the past. But these are the real fighters, the real warriors who say, I want to do something while I'm home. I want to do something to enhance my income. I want to buy diapers. I want to buy bread. I want to know that I'm just helping somewhere. So it's not just all on that person. So start at the beginning, Amber. A lot of knowledge here, but start at the beginning. Start with those YouTubes. Know that you can reach out to me anytime. I'm always going to get back to you within 24 hours. And know that Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is an Avon business. It will take, a lot of sharing. The great thing is you can share your digital brochure. You can share brochures if you have them. You can figure out what you love about the products. And what I would tell you is you don't have to explain what Avon is because most everybody has heard of Avon, and that's a win right from the beginning. So eternally. So you didn't receive the email. I got my copy, Amber. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset. Check your spam too, Amber. With you not getting emails from me, and this is going through the Avon system, because I sent it to everybody in case people just wanted to go back and revisit them. I sent it to everybody today. So take a look at that and see, my friend. And if not, I can resend that to you. So that is not a problem. But we welcome you. Thanks for being here. Amy, what were you going to say before I butted in?
30 days is my anniversary.
Oh man, how many years?
10.
It's just so hard to believe. So hard to believe. It's so great. Janae, how many years for you, my friend?
Will be 13 this year because your baby is going to be 13.
I know, the baby, for sure. I remember. Yes,
So
indeed.
yeah, it's been 13, and to your point to having the opportunity to share every bit of this journey with such a phenomenal leader like you will always be one of the best blessings in my life. No matter what happens with this company, I am thankful that we have the relationship that we do to keep picking on each other
It never
and keep
ends
in
here,
touch.
no matter what. That's the great thing. It never ends here for any of us unless you want it to end, because
Yeah,
you
I'm
all
not
are
going anywhere.
family. Doesn't
You stuck
matter.
with
You're
me.
going
Look,
nowhere.
you're
but
stuck
we're
with me. I'm
here.
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
I know
stuck
that's
with
like
her.
for me,
Oh.
I've made so many friends from the trips and
Yeah.
stuff.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, we are such a family. We are the base of Avon. I know Miss Pat has been in this business a long time, and longer than just being on our team.
Yeah.
And she sits back there and she takes it all in, but she's a pistol. Don't believe she's all that quiet all the time. And she always earns a prize no matter what happens. And I'm still trying to figure out that secret, but that's a whole nother world right here.
Molly,
But yes, Andrew.
this July, 15 years.
Easy peasy. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable to me. You guys are like my babies growing up. I just don't even know what
I
to
was in
do
my
with all
20s
that.
with bleached hair and going to the clubs, hockey my Avon.
I love it. I
But it was
love
a good
it.
way to meet. It was a good way to meet people and break the ice.
Absolutely. I agree. I
Look,
agree.
worst
So,
case
Got me a
is
lot of
that look,
dates.
yeah, there you go.
I also
Yeah.
sold a lot too.
look, worst case, if anything happens, I'll just become a travel agent, and then that way we can make our own incentive and just have everybody put in, and we just go somewhere, like go to a destination and do something fun.
Yep. Sharon
Our
says
own
9 years for her.
vacation.
9 years. Cannot believe this is just,
I
it's
know.
crazy all the time. It doesn't seem like that long, but it has been. It has been. We have all grown in one way or another. And I will tell you what, there are not many people who do what an Avon rep does, because a lot of people just very easily just leave a company. They
Yeah.
do. But I've always said to Avon corporate, and I continue to say that, you better be glad it's not the corporate world that we attach to, because
Yeah.
what we attach to is each other. And what keeps us in the throes of things is our relationship and these bonds that we have with each other. And people keep showing up because we show up for each other. And that's what we build. It's probably different than any other company out there. We do this thing that we do. We are Avon, like it or not. We are. Rebecca says she's going to be 12 years. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. My babies are growing up. Oh my gosh. So hi, Jesse.
Hey, Molly, I just had a cool idea for the group. From on
You
the
said
Facebook.
hello.
We
Hi,
should
Jesse. Did he
we
say
should start
hello?
a we should start a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You're fine. You're fine.
We should start a thread. Post a picture of you now and when you first became a Avon representative.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh, for
It'll be
me,
fun.
remember, hey, who remembers the big long hair for me? The big hair and the long hair. Come on, that's when you all met me back then. It was like the big. I was like, that's crazy. Like,
Back when
do
you
you have
had
what
your
it's saying? Do you have
band,
now? Yeah, that's
your
crazy.
band, everything.
I have a picture of you with that
Yeah,
one
that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're out
at
there.
Orlando. with the
I could never deny it for
Oh, my-
sure. I could never deny it. So
It was
it
your
is what it
trademark.
is.
That's what it
We've
was.
all grown up, even me. I have grown up, you know, who knew? Like I said, you had told me in 2004 that I was going to be a leader of, you know, at any time in my 20 years between 600 and 1,000 representatives on our team. Man, the host has got to unmute you. I could ask you to unmute. I don't know what it is. It's telling me I have to ask you to unmute, Sharon. I don't know. I thought maybe you was just in a place where you couldn't talk, girl. I don't know what that is. It says ask her to unmute. I'm asking you, Sharon, unmute. But we are all in this together, and you know, and no matter what, we're all going to be better for what we've gone through. You want to know what my prayer and hope is? This is what I ask God for all the time, and I know He could have different plans, and that's okay. But what I hope is by the time we hit June, by the time we hit 6 months from now, I want to be laughing about this. That's what I want. I want to be laughing about this. Do you remember when we thought when things were that bad? And look where we're at now, and we're getting our products, and this is awesome. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. So,
Hey, if we can survive Y2K, we can survive this.
dude, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? You would think so. You would think so. Yes.
I'm just
yes.
saying. Just saying. If we can survive COVID, we can survive this.
Sharon's trying to get back in. Let's see right now if this will let her. She's trying to get back in again. Hold on. Let's see if it'll let her talk. Hold on. Sharon, talk to me. Unmute. It may not let her unmute. I'm waiting for her to say. She did it.
Hello,
Talk to me,
hello.
Sharon.
Hi.
There she is. Yay.
Finally, what I decided to do, I said, let me come out and come back in.
Yes, that was what we needed.
Guys.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
I
Happy
just
New Year, sister.
happy New Year to everyone too. I tell
Yep.
you this it has been quite a challenge. I mean, I have really had to go back to some things that, I used to do many years ago to,
Mhm.
to get the sales. And one of the things I'd like to share just briefly that I'm doing now, or that I've been doing over this last year, particularly with those who have are earners, getting the 25% commission
Mhm.
on their orders.
Right.
Avon Now, in the What's New, what they're doing is they're bundling up the products, and they're allowing reps that would normally get 25% commission, 40%.
Yes.
But
On some of them
you
they
don't,
are. Yes.
yes, on some of them they are, but I don't encourage people to go out and buy them, but look at your What's New in advance. See what's out there, put some feelers out to your customers, and take pre-orders.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, um, you can make that extra money, because you have your pre-orders. People are saying, yes, I do want it. So I do a lot of cutting and pasting from the
So what's
the
new?
What's New, the pictures, and then I'll send that out. What I'll do is I'll crop it down to take our price out of it, and then I'll just write in the text message with the price that it's going to be when it comes out in that campaign for them, their
Right.
call.
Right.
And I get a lot of takers on that. And so I wanted to share one real quick with y'all that I'm using right now, that I just pushed out to my team this morning. And that is in campaign 2, there's the 3-piece soft and sensual bundle that's going to be on special for $20.99. And as a rep right now, we can buy it in campaign 1 for $12.59, which is 40% off of that price. When we buy it at that cost, we also get a free original shower gel
Mm-hmm.
and a free brush.
This is what she's talking about here. And then on the
Yes.
flip side, when you order it, you're going to get the shower gel and the hand cream. That's
And the
what she's
hand cream,
talking
I'm
about.
sorry, right, the hand cream, right. But what they done is in there. So, but when you go to put the item number in from the what's new, when you go to put it in from the what's new, they are actually giving the reps a brush and the shower gel
Mhm.
automatically when you purchase those sets.
Let
So
me
you
get 'em.
gotta see Avon, to me now, they're not doing anything straightforward. You gotta do a lot of hunting and pecking, and
Yep.
it shouldn't be that way.
You're right.
But you have to, so right in the book is saying the customer is going to get that if they spend 20 what is it, $25.
$25. Yep.
Right. However, if you go to put that item number in from the what's new, that same three-piece bundle, they're actually giving reps a shower gel and a brush.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting 5 pieces for $12.59. So am I saying
Yep.
just order up a bunch of them? No, I'm not saying that.
No.
What I'm saying is copy that
Pre-sell them.
picture, put it out to people and say, hey, look, this is coming up. I need to know, establish that sense of urgency. Like I have it set up where I need to hear back from you by Friday, hurry while supplies last.
Yep.
And right now we have those sets in stock. But guess
Mhm.
what? The minute campaign 2 rolls out, you go to order that set, it's gone.
That's right. That's right.
It's not available. So, I mean, it's making it really hard to do this business. I
It
agree with
is.
everything you all said early on. I mean, before it was straightforward and you
We
just
have
knew
to
what
work
to do.
harder. We have to look for the deals, and that's what Sharon has done. She's gone in
Right.
and she's looked at the deals, and um I can't everything she has said, I agree with. Look, Canva's a great thing. Use Canva, Clip.
Yes.
She's not telling you to do all of these deals. She's
No.
telling you pick a couple of deals that you're pretty sure that your customers would be interested in. And you notice she said she put urgency behind it. I have to have it by this date in order
Right.
to get it. And she didn't say
And
the
when I
last day
say
of the
limited
campaign.
right, in limited quantities. And so
Yes.
what I did today is I put the wording together for the team. So I mean, it's just like, okay, this is really exhausting here because
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so first, because I have to make sure they understand how this is going to work and how they benefit from it.
Hmm.
And then secondly, I send them the piece that they send to their customers. So it's like 2 separate things that I do. I show them how they can make the money with it. And then I give them the tool so that they can just cut and paste that and send it to their customers. And, I heard back from a few said, okay, great, I'm going to put this out there, just kind of put some feelers out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's sort of how I've been attacking this now because there is no, I mean,
There's no front and center, and this is how it is. And I think she's exactly right. It shouldn't be this hard to find the deals. They should be straightforward. There's a time they were.
right,
Um,
there's a time that they were, and you have to go hunting and pecking
yep.
and like even on the cherry blossom shower gels that were on the hit list for $2.49. I mean, I saw that more, and that's the other thing too. What I started doing is as soon as the clock rolls over, like early Wednesday morning, I'm up there, I'm looking at those special offers because Avon puts a lot of things out there that's not anywhere else because we don't have the the little thin brochure that we used to have with the
Right.
sale items and
Right. We don't have
right.
the outlet anymore.
We don't have the outlet anymore. So they put these things under special offers and all of this. So I just go through, comb it. And I mean, so far for campaign 1, I have $800 in sales
That's my
for this
girl.
campaign. And I'm gonna finish even higher than that. But I took the advantage when I saw that cherry blossom, I was like, gotta put that out there right away. And I
Yeah.
mean, like by noontime, I said, hey, look, $2.49, final sale, blah, blah, blah. People started coming back, give me 10, give me 5.
And
You
Sharon,
know,
let me ask you, and when you say that you put that out there, are you simply texting your people?
yes. So what I do, and so there are many ways you can do it, but I'm still old school. So I text, I cut and paste a picture of the product, and then I just say, this is on the hit list. I may even use that term. This is
I
on the hit
love
list.
that.
It's the
I
final
love that.
sale. Get them while they last. I need to hear from everyone by 12 noon. That same
But
morning
I
I
love
put
it. Urgency. The urgency is huge.
yes.
I love that.
And I'm telling you, one lady, she got off the phone with me. She called her sister, another lady she know that uses them, and right there, that was like 25, just right off the break.
Yep.
And I mean, it just kept rolling in like that, and I was able to get 2 rounds. And that's the other thing. You don't know how many rounds you're going to be able to get of this, but you have to push and try to get as much as you can. And then when it goes, it's gone. So like I had some people later on and say, hey, look, 3 days later, I'm like, sorry, it's gone. They're sold out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I keep it moving. I don't, fret over it. And, I'm just like, I don't worry about the fact that I lost the sale because I mean, they didn't call me. I did all I could, to try to get that deal for them. And
Right.
so I'm always hunting, and it's just, but it is a lot of work. It is a
It
lot of
is. It
work,
is.
and it is very tiring. And I'm like trying to figure out there's got to be a better way.
I'm
Then
hoping in 2024, and especially now that Canada has come over to the site, Sharon, my hope, and I haven't heard this, but my hope is that maybe Avon's word of the year is simplify. It's my
right.
word, but I'm hoping it's their word that
Well,
they will do this.
I think, and like you said earlier, and I wasn't able to chime in on this product guide. I think the concept is great, but everything can't be a product guide
No,
product. Like I think it's great, the product guide for like the skincare, but even with that, they don't have all the skincare in the product guide
no,
because like
no.
I'm looking to like, some of the new products have been on back order and are on back order for months. And so, okay, if I'm gonna try to move them over to the Esonox, those products are in the front of the book, but the Esonox day cream and night cream is not even in the product guide. So if
I
I'm
know.
sitting there with someone, I'm not even operating with all
You're
of the
not.
pieces in the product guide. So it's just like
You're
you're right. I think
100% right.
yeah, they need to really. I mean, maybe they did check with some reps, and maybe some reps said this was good for them, but
No, you know what? I could probably stake my entire 20-year career on the fact that they did not ask one representative about these brochures,
I
because
really
I'm gonna tell you that the hollering and the screaming is the same with everybody. That's what I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you. It's crazy.
yeah,
But the thing is, enough of them were wise enough to get that to Avon. Now, as I was telling them, I think you were on here now, we're going to have to go through this next quarter or so with this. We don't have a
yeah.
choice because they make them up ahead of time. But I think they know they need to revamp. And I don't think anybody was saying it was all bad. It's not all
Right,
bad.
right, right.
But
It's
one
not
thing's
all
for
bad.
sure,
There's
if you're
some
going to
good
make
things.
these changes, do it, give it 100%. Don't give it 35. Don't give it 50. Do it
It's
all
not
right.
the
Right.
Don't
idea,
do
it's
it.
the execution.
It's the
Absolutely.
execution, right? It's the execution. And then one final thing too with the brochure. I saw that they took the models out, and I mean they left some models in, but then with the models that they've left in, if they're gonna like focus on their face, well then they need to say what this model is
Yep.
wearing,
Agreed.
so that if someone wants this look, we can give them that look.
That's exactly
We
right. And
can,
I remember when they used to do that. Model is wearing
yeah,
this nail polish. Model is wearing this eye color. Yes, I
right.
remember.
And I mean, they're doing
Maximize
all
the
this cool
dollars.
stuff. And these are some beautiful women, but We have
Yep.
no clue what they're wearing. You know,
Yep. That's the whole thing. Like if you're gonna take models out, I get it. Take it out. I get what you're saying. But what I am gonna tell you is if you're gonna put them in there, at least use them to their fullest potential. Put the makeup
right,
on them, put the skincare on them, and then tell us what they're using so we can get that look. That's exactly right.
right. There you
Hundred
go.
percent. 100%. 100%. So
Well,
and
thank you
look,
for allowing me to share.
oh, thank you for sharing. Amber, there was a lot of great ideas there with Sharon. We're talking about starting out. That is great. And when I send this replay out, go to this point and go back and listen to Sharon again, where she said she went, what she did. These are easy things to do, even though it should already technically be done for us. It's nothing that we can't do. But the more you get used to the terminology and what the girls and guys here are saying, you are going to grab a hold of this and you're going to decide which things you want to start with. And the
Yeah,
important thing is just to start. Just to start.
that's right.
Pick
I
one
agree.
thing and just start. That's the most important thing. So that's amazing. So we'll get this replay out. I'm gonna let you guys go. It's 8:30, and I appreciate all of you being on here. For those who had to leave because of this and that, appreciate you guys so much. I know we didn't have the best year in 2023, but thank you for sticking in and doing what you did. You guys blew me away just with what you got done in times that were not easy to get it done. So, you are the epitome of giving it your all and trying to keep the best attitude. A lot of times, a lot better attitude than me, and I'm your leader. Are you kidding? So, oh, Amber, no, thank you for joining our team. You don't got to thank me. I was like, woo, Amber joined our team. I'm so happy. It's so good. I love it. So it's all good. So we just want to make sure that even when Avon doesn't make it fun, we like to make it fun and we like to laugh with each other and we cut up with each other and very laid back. And we love the fact that your baby was here, even though we can't hear your baby. It's all good. Congratulations again on that. If you missed it, she has a newborn. So how exciting is that? New life. I love it. Um, so we'll be back in 2 weeks. We do this every 2 weeks. If you're on the replay on YouTube, please let me know, especially if you're on my team, that you're on here. What did you get from this? What did you take from the team members here? What is it that you're like, I'm going to take this and put this into my business. I'm going to make this work when other things weren't working. I'm going to try this because if you don't try, you're not going to see nothing. And remember, when you want to get frustrated, when you want to get angry, when you want to be scared, bring gratitude into it. Because when you bring gratitude into anything, you cannot be fearful. You cannot be negative. You can't have any of that and have gratitude in the same place. So find
That's
something
right.
to be grateful for. I love you guys. Sharon, be safe coming home, my friend. I'm going to go ahead and
Thank
get your
you.
package in the mail since I know
Okay.
that you're on your way home.
Oh,
So we
I
can
have
get.
one. I'd like one other to be able to share one other thing.
Okay,
That
go ahead.
promotion, the promotion tool, every the beginning of every campaign on Wednesday, I always go to that promotion tool, see what the new promotions are, and send those out, regardless of whether or not people are responding or not. You'd be surprised. They may not reach out to you, but you may have an opportunity to talk to them later, and they, will let you know that they're getting them. And so,
I have a
and then
question. I
some
have a
people.
question on that. I have a question on
Mhm.
the promotion tool because I use it all the time, but my understanding was they were taking the free products away.
I noticed that too.
Okay,
Yes,
so I heard that you know how you do this. I always use it because of the free products.
right.
This is what I need to say for people like Amber. Amber, you're brand new, and if the only promotion they have on there is you giving somebody 10, 15, or 20% off their order,
No, don't do it.
you don't want to do that. You don't
No,
make enough at 25%. You don't make enough. Now, I don't know. They could be bringing that back, but when the last time I looked, there was nothing but the percentages off. And when you are a new representative, and if that order is $60 or more, and then you're being charged that $8,
don't do it.
that is not a good tool. But If you go to the promotion tool and they're saying, if your customer spends this much, $40, $50, whatever, and they're going to get this free item, those are the things that you
Right.
want to use. Because if you are, and even if you are PC, I'm going to tell you, you got to watch that 10, 15, 20% off, because you realize that when you give them 20% off, that's coming off your commission. Avon
Right.
is not eating that. It's coming off your commission.
Right. And so they just switched that for campaign 1 all the way up to campaign 26. They were doing it where
That's
they
what
would
I
give
thought,
that free
Sharon. I
product.
thought they were too. And then I saw this in Onward and I was like, what? And I went and looked. Now, Rebecca just made a good point. She said, maybe that's because right now it seems like with every online order, they're giving something for free. That's
Right.
what they're
They are.
doing right now. That could be why they took it
It'd be better
away.
to let us offer through the email, so it looks like we're doing something for the customer
Yeah.
rather than
Right.
just doing it for everyone on the website, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
But if you're new watching this like Amber, you need to
Don't
stay
do it.
away from those 10, 15, and 20 because you're going to lose money. That is not, it's for somebody who's selling $35,000, $40,000 worth of Avon. Maybe for them, that's good. That is not a good thing when that money's coming off your commission. So do not
Right.
use that for sure.
Yes. Yep. And they
I'm
just
hoping they
switched it.
bring back the products though. I like the fact that they got a couple of free things, even if they gave them something too. I like offering stuff like that.
Yes,
That's
I
just
do
me.
too. And we were offering that all the way up to campaign 26. So I
Yep.
hope they bring that
Yep.
back.
I hope so too, my friend. I did put an email into it. I have heard nothing, but yes, I did.
Okay, well,
Welcome
thank
10.
you.
Okay. Okay. Now here is something, Amber. One-time use for any new customer, but this is online only. They have to shop your e-store. If they use the promotion code at checkout of welcome
Welcome
10 all
to.
together, welcome 10, they will get a one-time 10% off. And by the way, Avon eats that. You don't eat it. So anybody who wants to order from your e-store, give them that code. Hey, shop with me, and one time only use welcome 10, welcome in the 10 all together, no spaces. And they will, no matter what the size of the order, they will get 10% off their order. Okay.
Question
It's
about that
that simple.
code.
And that works for everybody. If you're watching this and you got a
Yes.
customer who's never used that, it's a one-time use only with any registered customer on your site, but they
Yeah.
can still get the welcome 10.
Question about that code.
Uh-huh.
One time use only. If you have those people who representative hop, like if they go from one representative to another to try to use that code again, will Avon know if they use that code with
It's
another
based on the
representative?
email. If they're not using a different email, it's based on their email that they use.
So they have to use a different email address, but
Yep.
but switching representatives, they wouldn't be able to get it.
Yeah, they wouldn't be
Okay.
able to get it, not if they've used it with their same email. That's how they're tracking it.
Okay.
Okay.
And there's a surprise in Onward for you.
There's a surprise in Onward for me.
Well, for all of you, but especially for you.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. I love that. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else have anything? Any questions? Gosh, you guys have been so helpful tonight. Thank you so much in explaining all this. This is great. Great ideas, great discussion. This is going to be great for a replay. I love it. Anything else you guys can think of? Are we solid for the next 2 weeks unless you need me in between?
Keep pushing onward no matter what. That's all
That's right. You know our motto, onward no matter what. Just use your Avon prepositions, over it, under it, through it, around it. That's what you're going to do. We're going to get through this. Will the YouTubes tell me how to get started? Yes, Amber, what I'm going to send you will. And Amber, it's real simple. You can go watch all those YouTubes. They're going to help you. But what you need to do is you need to grab your your online store link, your e-store link, and also your digital brochure link, which will allow them just to page through that brochure online. You can send it to people by texting. You can put it on your social media. All that is on there once you sign in to your Avon account, and start sharing that. The other stuff is going to help you. It's going to give you knowledge of what to do. It's going to say, okay, I want customers. What do I do with samples? What's the reality of starting a business like this? Those kind of things. But most of them are 20 minutes or less. So go through them at your leisure. and do that. And then any questions that you have in between that, feel free to text me is the best way to get a hold of me. But if not, call me, leave a message. It's fine. Whatever you need to do, and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. Also, I sent you an email also that talks about Team Onward on Facebook and Onward No Matter What. Both of those be in my group. One's a team group, one's a group with with about 16,000 representatives who have great ideas and they're all sharing. You can find a lot of answers by simply following or going through those posts. Ask to join. When it says whose team are you on, just say I'm on Molly's team and I will hop you into those. So that you did request. Okay, great. Get in there and just fill yourself with knowledge. That's great. But just start. Just start. Just start sharing what we do have to share. Your online brochure, and also your e-store where they can go and they can find all these sales like Sharon was talking about, finding a really good deal because maybe they're trying to get rid of the stock or something and you can share that product, those kind of things. Amari is going to be, oh, hold on. How do I find the digital? How do you find the digital brochure? When you go to the site and you are signed in, you're going to see, it's going to say underneath manager business or over to the side, digital brochure. When you click on that, underneath that, it should give you your own personalized digital brochure link. Copy that. I have mine in the notes of my phone, so I don't have to look it up every time. And just share that by text, social media, whatever. And also your e-store, the same thing. They're going to be two different links there. Amari 999 C3, back of the brochure. That's good to know. So take advantage of all this stuff, y'all. Go back and, while Avon's trying to figure out what they're doing, we take what we still have and we go out and we make it work. Okay? All right? All right. Love you guys. Talk to you in 2 weeks. See you later. Bye-bye.